In this Elementor Pro tutorial, we will see how you can make a cookie notice for your website. This cookie notice will be shown only once for your website visitors, and they can close it, or they can accept all, or if they click on more info or click here, they will be taken to your cookie policy page. It will also have a nice animation which is made using Lottie animation. So if you are interested, you can follow along this tutorial. First of all, you have to come to your WordPress dashboard, and then you have to come to Elementor, and just below Elementor is templates, and go to pop-ups and click on add new pop-up. Select pop-up and give it a name. We will give it a name of cookie notice. Now click create template. After you have created the template, you will see these templates. We will not be using them. Instead, we will be creating our own. So I'll just close it. After I close it, I will go to the pop-up settings and give it the width of 100% of viewport width. A viewport width of 100 means that our pop-up will occupy 100% of horizontal length. For the height, we will keep it to fit to content for now. For horizontal position, we will select center, and for vertical position, we will select bottom. For the overlay, we will keep it set to show. For the close button, you can either set it to show or hide. It's up to you. For the entrance animation, we will set it to fade in, exit animation to fade out. Now we will come to our pop-up and create a new section. After creating a section, we will go to the widgets panel and search for Lottie widget and drag and drop it here. Now we need a cool animation to add on our pop-up. I will go to lottiefiles.com and search for cookie. So this is the animation that I like. And now you need to copy the URL. Go back to your Elementor panel and in the source, select external URL. Now in the external URL, you need to paste the URL we copied from lottiefiles.com. After you paste the URL, you will see your animation load. Now we can go to style and style our animation. So you can choose to style it by pixels, choose the width to style by pixels, or you can use percentage. So I'll use pixels and keep the width to 120 pixels. Now I'll go to advanced, go to positioning and set the width to inline auto, because this will enable us to have two widgets on same horizontal row. So now we'll drag a text widget. To make them appear next to each other, we'll go to the settings of text widget and go to positioning, select width to inline. Now we need to go to the column settings, and vertical align we need to set middle. For the horizontal align, we will set to center. Now all our elements are centered. Now I will type how we use cookies. Go to style tab and go to text color, and I'll give it a black color. And now we go to typography and give it a font of Poppins 18, Poppins 50. This looks so big, so I'll choose a custom font size and I'll set it to 35 for now. After we are done with this, I'll go to the section and add a new section here. This time I'll add a new section and drag it to the bottom. After I drag it to bottom, I'll go to the widgets panel and drag and drop the text editor widget here. Now we will edit the text, and I will copy and paste the text that I have saved. Now we need to style our text. Go to style tab. We will go to typography and give it a font. We'll search for a font we like. I'll use Quicksand, and then I'll adjust the font size and set the font weight to about 600. Now we'll center the text. Now we will go to the style of main heading and adjust the typography and give it the font same as the one we have given below. I think smaller will look better because it's a cookie notice. Now go to style and adjust the width of the Lottie animation to about 80 pixels. So now our pop-up is taking some shape and we will give it a background color. Go to pop-up settings, go to style, and in background color select classic. To find a good looking color, we will go to coolers.co. It's a great website where you can find great color palettes. And I'll choose this color and copy the hex code. Come back to your pop-up settings and enter your color here. Okay, so now our pop-up is taking great shape. Now we need to add buttons. So I'll create a new section with two columns, and now I'll drag the column so the buttons will appear on the bottom. Now go to the widgets panel and search for the button widget. Just drag and drop it here, and now we'll edit the button. I will choose the alignment of right. Because I need to create two buttons, you can either copy and paste the button you already have or just drag and drop another button widget. To style the button, first of all I'll change the text to more info. Now I'll change the text of the second button and write accept all. Now I will quickly style my buttons by giving them a bottom margin and a top margin of 15 and a left and right margin of 100. So the bigger buttons will look better. I will do the same for the second button and unlink the padding, give it a top margin of 15, give it a bottom margin of 15 and adjust the right and left padding to about 100. Now we will create the last element we need, create a new section. After creating a new section, drag it down to the bottom. Now we need to add the heading widget or the text editor widget and copy and paste the text I have here. Now if you want to make this click here clickable, you need to select it and create a hyperlink. So just select it and from the menu above, click this hyperlink button. Paste the URL. Ideally, you want to have it linked to your cookie policy or your privacy policy. It depends on what page you have created in your WordPress. Now to style this text, we will center it and choose a text color of black or purple. Black suits better, I think. Now give it a typography of 18 pixels pop-ins. I think I need to make it a little smaller so it looks better. We don't want our text to be too intrusive, so I'll just make it small. Now we want to adjust settings of our button. So when people click on accept all, it will close the pop-up. Click on the button settings, come to content. In the links tab, click on dynamic tags and search pop-up. Adjust the pop-up settings and in actions, select close pop-up and select don't show again. After we are done with this, we need to go to more info and set the privacy policy link in the link box. Just copy and paste the link or search for your page by typing in your page name. Now we can go to the top heading we have here and go to typography and I'll select transform to uppercase. I think it will look much better. Now I'll come to this text we have in the middle and I'll give it a margin of negative 15 pixels so that it will have less space from the top. So I just gave it a margin of minus 20 instead, and it looks much better because it has less gap with the animation above. So we can go to the Lottie animation and adjust it to loop so that it will keep on playing. And for trigger, we'll set it to none, which will make it keep playing. And we can adjust the speed. Now we can publish our pop-up. For conditions, we need to add a condition to show on entire site. Now in the triggers, we need to set it on page load, which is the first option you can see here. When you turn on the page load settings, you can set it to show after 0 seconds, which means it will immediately open, or you can set a couple of seconds so that it will open when your full page has loaded. Now come to advanced rules, and in show up to X times, we will write 1. After we enter 1, it means that the pop-up will only show to our visitors once, which is much friendly, and if it keeps showing multiple times, then it will impact the user experience that your visitors will have on your website. After you save and close your pop-up, we can go to our live site and see if it is working. So when we open our website, you will see that our cookie notice will instantly load. Now your visitors can click on accept all and it will be gone. Now I'll go to the Elementor backend and we'll adjust it for the mobile view. So for the mobile view, we need to select the buttons and we will center the buttons. We'll make some quick adjustments to margin and padding. After you are done adjusting the margin and paddings, click publish. Now your cookie notice will also look good on mobile phones. Now if you liked the video, please consider hitting the thumbs up and subscribing the channel.